We are here at the Quail, and they just revealed the brand new Lamborghini that replaces the Huracan. It is the Temerario. And the best part about that is it quite literally means in Italian, reckless. So I present to you the Temerario right here. This is all new V8 twin turbo with hybrid. Now, guys, 907 brake horsepower, 188 horsepower coming from those electric motors, 3 in total, 2 in the front wheels, 1 in the rear transmission. But if this car is actually in hybrid only mode, you get 188 brake horsepower just to the front wheels, making this the very first Lamborghini front wheel drive when you're in hybrid, when you think about it. By the way, we got our boy James here from South OC Cars and Coffee.
Good to see you.
I was helping, I was using him to block the people from walking in. But come check this out. Look at the arrow on this car. So you can actually see that in these new slit headlights, you can actually stick your hand up through. They've designed so much aero now into the front end of this car. You've got these hexagon style front fog lights or driving lights. They have a lot of like new tech up in the front bumper. The aggressive nature of this car, a lot of it actually comes from the Evo 2. Now, the best part about this car is the fact that it is twin turbo V8 with hybrids, all-wheel drive. This car makes 907 brake horsepower. That is quite literally the definition of reckless. Because this is now the entry-level Lamborghini supercar. This is their base model car that you're gonna get. It's only gonna get crazier from here. And the V8 is a flat plane crank V8 twin turbo that revs to 10,000 RPM. Actually screams like James when he's in the Murcielago. What do you think of this thing?
So sold. So sold. I was thinking.
Let's buy a couple right now.
100%. Let's deposit right now.
I'd do it. What's up, guys?
I would do it.
Hey,
how are you?
So let's keep walking around and look at the car. They've gone ahead and designed the back where the engine is to be a lot like the Rivolto, but I think it's actually covered. They don't actually show the engine. We have to go and have a look. We've only just got here. It's very busy. Everybody's excited to see this car. Probably one of the most exciting, anticipated supercars that have come out in the last couple of years. I mean, honestly, Ferrari, a lot of their cars are boring. Not a fan of them. Lamborghini is currently killing the game with the Rivolto and now the Temerario.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. I was gonna call it reckless. Come on, guys. There it is. The current new design of the engine bay. The best part is the taillights. Honestly, the taillights have come down to the design of a car we saw last night at the Preserve, and that is the SCV12, the race car. Have this design of a taillight in the back. So they've also gone ahead and made the rear bumper a lot more aggressive, showing a complete half of the tire. Now, the best part about this car is it has Bridgestones, and you can choose from 4 different Bridgestone tires. So you can get a track focused tire like what they currently have on here. You can get an all-season tire, you can get a run-flat tire, and you can even opt for a Blizzak tire because yes, it's a Lamborghini, it's meant to be daily driven, and of course, this is the most daily driven exotic Lamborghinis come out with. So guys, what are you gonna get? You gonna get one of these? The best part is they actually make a lightweight version with more downforce and more aero. This got another name, starts with an A, I can't pronounce it, but it's pretty wild. Center exit exhaust. The taillights, I just can't stop looking at them. You can see that they've created a lot of different places for the heat to be removed from the engine when this car is driving. Of course, beautiful carbon fiber. And you just look at this, you can see the rear mounted radiators. You got some massive intakes right back here, just past both sides of the windows here. Sorry guys, we're like, Dave and I are on the spot right now, giving you guys the raw video. This isn't gonna be a fancy edited video. We just wanna show you guys the new car. And look at these intakes. Feeding that twin turbo flat plane crank V8 that does, let me remind you, rev to 10,000 RPM. Absolute madness. Now, door handle, I would assume, is tucked up away under here, right there, which is a really clean look. Because when you first look at the car, when you're standing, you can't even see a door handle, which makes the design that much sleeker. All the little subtle things. Another cool note is that these mirrors are specifically designed with aero as well. This right here, this little flick, is designed to actually move the air into that intake to help feed the engine. Classic Lamborghini wheel, ceramic brakes.
We haven't really seen much of the interior yet because the door's closed. But
Have a look at the interior. So the interior looks a lot like the Revuelto.
Ah.
New, simple, full digital display. You can see over through here. That's it. It's like a nice little screen. You have a touch screen in the center of the console. And this looks like it has, I don't know what the name of it, but this blue is really stunning. And it's a satin color. It has a bit of a sheen to it. And on the inside, we have a bit of a, baseball glove, like brown leather. Quite luxurious. But look, if you look from down here, Dave, look at this. Show them over here. Come from this angle, you can see right through one of the vents for the headlight slits.
Why does every car have a USB-C?
I love this.
That one's got two.
Great, cool
The
detail.
more you look around,
Keep the
this
hexagon
car, the
life
more you see
alive.
Hexagons everywhere.
Yeah.
If you go to the back, come on back here. We have hexagons cut through all of the venting for the engine bay.
We were worried what would happen, but I think they killed it.
Dude, they killed this car. I'm really excited for the future of Lamborghini because this is where they start.
Yeah.
From here, they're only going to raise the bar. It's going to get crazier. There's going to be more aero. I'm sure there's going to end up being big, huge chassis-mounted fixed wings. Their ALA system with the active aero and the downforce, like what's on my SVJ. But for now, let me stop talking and let Dave just walk you around this car and get all the angles so you guys can really take it in. We're going to take our time and just enjoy what this car is for the next few minutes. My favorite part is the
Thank you, Dave.
We're liking it. All right.
Good to see you.
Pretty.
Jason, you will be wrapping a lot of these and those, and we'll get to that in a minute. But right now, the all-new, the star of the show, the Temerario. I said it right. Which, by the way, in Italian means reckless. 10,000 RPM, madness. I actually heard a clip quickly on the way over here that they released, Lamborghini. It does sound amazing, you guys. Don't be afraid that it's a twin-turbo V8. But look at this thing. What do you think of it?
I like it. It's aggressive. It bridges the gap between Huracan and Aventador,
Yeah.
so much more aggressive.
If you
Crazy
look at
deadlift,
if you
too.
stand here and crouch down a bit, Dave,
Yeah.
you can show them. Look at the little duckbill flick. You can get an upgraded downforce aero package that makes that flip so a little bit more aggressive and enhances a few of the little angles that are on this car, which is really cool. So they have like a slightly more track-focused version already.
Oh, they do?
They do, and there's a name for it, and it starts with an A, and I don't want to even try to pronounce it, but we'll find that later. But right now, I'm loving it. What color should we spec ours in? Because, Dave, I think what's important is we get one of these.
Yep. We're going to do the first ones. How do we do that right now? Did they say when they're being released or anything in the press release?
No idea, but legit, I do want to go put a deposit down and get one of these secured. We screwed up and didn't get our deposit down in time for the Revuelto. And bro, hey,
Thoughts?
I'm not joking. Like,
Yeah.
we're getting one of these for sure for DD.
Fantastic.
I heard. Did you hear the clip of it on the internet?
No.
Dude, it sounds insane.
Is it?
It actually they
Imagine
kill.
what it's gonna sound like with a Quintani on it.
Bro,
10K.
straight
At
pipe.
10K? Are you serious?
Dude,
Unbelievable.
With the twin turbos, imagine the flames, the boost.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
I'm excited about. You're taking what you could do with McLarens and putting it on a Lamborghini platform.
I think this
that's
is a mic drop moment for Lamborghini.
Oh,
I really do.
For
the competition is dropping the ball like crazy
Think about the product positioning of this.
compared to anything else. There's no one else out there. The Tura, come on.
It just became Ferrari who.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's have another look at this car from these angles. I mean, it's crazy. And honestly, guys, I'm sure that the camera is not doing it justice because there are so many little subtle things that your eye can pick up when you're looking at it standing here. It's so rad. And James, I was learning about this online, and there's a lot of aero designed specifically to move the air from the front over and around, and even the mirrors designed to actually flick the air into that intake.
Think about this. This is the entry level Generation 1 worst it's ever gonna get.
Dude, that's what I was
Right?
saying.
Like, where do they go from here?
It's 907 brake horsepower.
Can you imagine a Performante version of this thing? I mean,
Bro.
where's it gonna go?
An STO
Where's it
version?
Where's it gonna go?
That's a long ways down the
I know,
road.
I know.
Maybe even not that long. But for now, I just want to get my hands on one because it makes 188 brake horsepower to the front wheels, making it the world's first Lamborghini front wheel drive. So, like, could we call it a
front wheel
hot
burnouts?
front wheel burnout hot hatch?
Yeah. There you go.
Breaking the internet now.
10K hot
calling
hatch.
it hot hatch. Yeah, exactly. Well, here it is. We've been waiting a long time for it. And it's really cool because you know what I just noticed they did? You can get this car with 4 different types of Bridgestone tires. And I just realized they put them on. So they have the track tires on the rear, and they have
How cool is that?
these ones up on the front, which are more deep and more aggressive. And this is like your all season.
That looks like your all year round good spread of summer, anticipating a little bit of rain maybe.
You could drive this. I bet just these are M&S. I bet you could drive this in the snow. Does it have the snowflake on it somewhere?
No, I don't see it.
Because this is an all season. You can feel how deep and chunky these tires are.
Oh yeah.
And then you back here you have your track tire.
Lamborghini Temerario, first of all, it's a full name, yeah, the best tradition.
Man.
I'm glad I went.
All I want to do is get my hands on this right now and rip it around Monterey. Look at this thing. It's so aggressive. Give me this. We both get in here on this one. The Rivalto, you guys. So we've gone over the new Huracan replacement. Now it's time to talk about the bad boy V12, literally the flagship car of Lamborghini. They're still killing it. V12, Dave, what do you think?
I love it. You know, Lamborghini has really taken both these platforms, and there's a big fear that would ruin it like everybody else has, and they made them better. We've driven this car.
Oh, dude, this car is
This
insane.
car-
And we couldn't show anybody.
But here's the thing, even stock, it sounds good. Like, it
Yes.
sounds like a V12.
Yeah.
And it's got great tech, and it's lightning fast, all the extra things. I think electric's future is in hybrid. I get it. It adds to it, but doesn't take away. Right? So
Yeah.
this is a good middle ground. It looks great. We need both these cars.
I think
we
so.
We really do.
Well, I have some really big news. We can't reveal it yet.
Yeah.
But we never got an allocation for this. We missed it.
We did.
So how do we get ourselves into one of these cars? Well, we have a few strings we could pull.
Yeah.
Nothing's guaranteed. And it happens to include our very, very good friend, the biggest disrespectful Bugatti owner on planet Earth. Who is it, Dave?
Uncle Ray.
Uncle Ray Ray.
He's gonna make some things happen for us.
He potentially has an allocation that the client doesn't want, but we have to go to Lamborghini and have them approve us.
Yeah.
Every single client that got one of these cars signed basically a piece of paper that says
Right
they
of
have-
refusal.
Yeah,
So
it
if
has
you
to
ever
go back.
sell it, the dealership has to decide if they buy it back or if you can sell it.
Yeah.
But you can't sell it to somebody if you want to. They have to approve it.
Correct.
And they actually want to know who's buying it,
Yeah.
the history of Lamborghini and so forth. So it's a process. But I get it. It's a very special car and they're hard to get
Yeah.
for years to come.
But look at this thing. Like, this now has all those details. Lamborghini is very sneaky in the sense that they show you some of the design by hinting and putting it in previous one-off generations. So if you look at like the Scion, if you look at like the Centenario, they have all these little things that they put in, like the headlights or the big diffuser, or they change the way that the intakes look, like this. And then they come out with this bad boy and bam, This has over 1,000 horsepower.
That's crazy that car has only 100 less.
Yeah.
That's actually surprising. I thought they'd be around the 700-800 mark to have that separation. So I wonder if they're underreporting numbers on this car.
They could be. They're going like McLaren, where McLaren says it's got 720 horsepower, and then someone dynos it, and it turns out it's got 800.
You have to think that's factory, so when you add some modifications, 1,500, 2,000,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there you have it, guys. Revuelto, the newest Lamborghini V12 to come to DD, if we can pull it off. We have a few hurdles, cross your fingers, and we gotta go straight to the dealership right now and order. Put the deposit down. Who are we calling?
We can't miss that one.
Can we do
Everybody.
it here?
Everybody.
Swipe the credit card.
Well, everybody's from Lamborghini is here right now.
Hold on. Let's just swipe. Let's swipe the company card. Let's swipe the company card. Can we do that right now? Let's go.
Definitely.